And these keys that I'm giving you will help you answer some questions of those who believe in replacement theology. Like that was for the Jews only, or no, he was just talking to Israel. He's not talking to us, or well, that really doesn't matter. You know, things like that. Well, he said you shouldn't observe different moons and different feast days and all this kind of stuff. You know, if that's true, then all the scripture contradicts itself, and scripture never contradicts itself. We have improper interpretations and wrong translations. So here's some keys. What is replacement theology? All of these sources of thought come from replacement theology, which emanated straight out of Rome. Greco-Roman theology. That's where it comes from. I got 6 points here. Here are some beliefs, 5 actually. Here are some beliefs of replacement theology. The church has taken over Israel's role in Elohim, God's plan. How many heard that coming up? I mean, I was taught the same thing. Said, no, the church replaced Israel. We replaced. Now the Father's primarily dealing with us now. I was taught that. Point number 3, Elohim's covenant with the Jewish people ended in AD 30. I just left it like I got it from the source I got it from. Of course, you know, God, there are many gods, but we just so happen to know our Father's one of his names, so we address him by his name. Okay? All right. Now, number 4, the blessing given to Israel have been transferred to the Gentile church. The word Gentile actually means the seed of Japheth. The nations that were non-Semitic, Shem and Ham were Semitic. We weren't taught that. We only taught Shem was Semitic. Am I correct? You were taught Shem was Semitic and Ham was cursed. And Japheth were Eurocentric in ethnicity. That's what everybody was taught. That's what we were taught. I don't know about y'all. I actually when I went to church, I actually listened to them, and that's what they was teaching. But that's a lie. Shem and Ham were both Semitic. That's why the scripture said that Japheth would dwell in the congregation of Shem. In other words, he would replace Shem with his own agenda. Gentiles also mean all nations that are not worshiping Elohim. Okay. Now, number 6, the promised land is not important to Elohim, and references to it means the whole world. So what that is saying is that when you reference Yisrael, it means a lot. However, the replacement theology says not so important. Why? Because the church have taken over. And wherever you stand, this is Christian territory, and you know, our nation was found on Christian principles and all this stuff. Even when I was a little boy, I said, I don't know about this Christian stuff. Because, you know, we out here in this cotton field. And everybody else, you know, they got, you know, in nice houses and stuff. And, you know, people look like me in the cotton field. I don't know about this. I'm not sure about this stuff. So I watched Reverend when I went. Even though I went to sleep under the pew, I would still look when they opened that door and I see them deacons back there drinking, you know, and squeezing the girl behind when she walked by. I watch all that stuff. I said, boy, these people here, I don't know about this stuff. You did it too if you was paying attention. So those are some of the points of replacement theology. Replacement theology. Now look at this right here. These are some keys that you can use when you come across things that the people of what certain religious groups are using to try to refute the truth. Here we go. The kingdom concept never what? Oh, y'all, no, why y'all looking at me? The note's not up there. I'm going to ask what's wrong. The kingdom concepts never what? The kingdom concepts never change. Never change. All right, now they'll get up in a minute, but Shemot, you can just go there. I got all this up to save some time because I do want to do some justice to this briefing that I'm giving you. Look at Shemot 19:6. Shemot 19:6. Could you pull that up? Here's a concept. Here's a kingdom concept as it relates to the nation of Israel, because most people think the nation of Israel is constricted to 12 families that started the nation of Israel. But you have to look at the mandate of Yisrael's sons and not just look at the confinement and the restriction of their family. Now, 19:6 says, and you shall be what? To me. He's talking to Israel, the nation of Israel, the holy nation. You shall be to me a what? Kingdom of what? A priest. A kingdom of priests, representatives, or ambassadors. The word ambassador comes from the word priest in terms of being a representative of Elohim in the earth. Watch this. And a what? Wait a minute. Let me read that like replacement theology have taught it. And you shall be unto me a church of representatives and a holy church. It doesn't read like that, but that's the way it's been taught. That's the way it's been taught. A holy nation. These are the words you shall speak to who? The children or the sons of Israel, the people that's a part of the nation that carried the original national laws that the Father built a nation on to express his will, his behavior, his culture in the earth. It's not confined to 12 tribes. This is a mandate. This mandate was first spoken to man in Bereshit, called Genesis 1:26, when he blessed man, told man to do what? Be fruitful and multiply. And then Bereshit 2:15, he told Adam to do what? Work and pasture the earth. Make the earth look just like heaven. Make the earth consist of people that are of a holy nation. And the scripture said in Messiah, called Acts, that from one blood he called all who? Nations. And that one blood he's talking about is the blood of Yeshua. But this mandate was laid on Adam and Masa Neged, and they rebelled against colonizing the earth with the culture of the kingdom. That word work or tend, that's the Hebrew word abad. And of course, we know when we break down each letter word meaning, that it'll tell us it's the vision, and vision is how to accomplish your purpose. And that purpose is given to them on the inside, but yet, and all that, they had access to the Father himself to download his will, his purpose, his plan, and how to make earth just like heaven, to create a culture in the earth that was holy and that would match the same culture in heaven. That's the same mandate that he put on this nation here, right here. And then if you look, now y'all got the right one? Go to the notes if you got it. Go to the notes. And if you look, the next verse we have here is in Kepha, Aleph Kepha, changed by the colonizers to Peter. All right. You also, we're going to look at 2. I had 5 and 9. Let's read it. Where are we? Yeah, bless you would be from a king and priest. All right. You also like what? This is verse 5 here. You also like what? Come on, read with me. Living stones are built into a spiritual church to be a holy church. It just throws everything off, does it? I say everything off, doesn't it? Let's at least read it like the writer wrote it. You also, like living stones, are being built into a spiritual house to be a holy priesthood, offering spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Elohim through Yeshua Messiah. Verse 9. But you are a chosen church. See, the church been chosen to replace Israel. How did we believe this stuff then? And why? Because there's a spirit of sorcery over the nation and the Western culture as a whole. It's satanic. It's against the truth. It's against the government of the kingdom. That's why it's so easy to believe, because we were born into it. So we say you are, but you are a chosen what? Generation. A royal priesthood, a holy, the same words. And he's talking to born again believers everywhere. He's talking to citizens of the kingdom of heaven. He says you are his own special people, that you may what? Proclaim the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. What is light? Knowledge of the government of the kingdom, not the church doctrine, church creed, not the Quran, not the Mishpah, not any of those. He is talking about knowledge of the government of the kingdom. That's a precept. That's a key that we need to always use when we are filtering out all of these add-ons, and when we're ministering to people for the sole purpose of bringing them into the knowledge of the truth.